Okay, this is part 2. So if you're seeing this sweater, go look for the other one. And it was earlier today. But I'm just finishing the rest of this right here. I only looked at this pile, but I don't know what it says over there. So let's get back to it. Okay, so somebody, it says, do you even see me that way? Okay, and they don't think you do. Okay, so it says, let me have you. I'll go back on that part. So yeah, somebody could be, you know, desiring of you. All right. But they're not sure. They don't think you see them in the same way, but they don't want to lose you, and they wish things were different. Okay, they want you to choose. They feel that you matter. Okay, and they are coming. It says, I am coming, trust this. Okay, so somebody could be having a greater sense of clarity, moving forward towards a new beginning. And it says, I need more time for me, but let me hold you. Okay, and it says, I'm terrified. You make me want to do bad things. Okay. They worry about the situation. It says they worry about us a lot. Okay, and it says, I need more time. What does that say? That how many times? We got 4 right there. So somebody could be really, you know, feeling terrified, but wanting to kind of stove themselves up in a certain way. And they feel that you had told them to, you know, leave you alone, okay? But it also could have been based on gossip, okay? So it says gossip only hurts more. They're knowing that it's not the right time right now. Happiness is their priority, but they want to know what you want, okay? They could be looking at things in a much more, like, lighthearted way after having been given wrongful advice. But they're recognizing that they still don't have all the answers. Okay, so let's see if we can get something that clarifies the situation, huh? All right. It says, please give me time. I've never felt this way before. They need time and space to figure it out. Okay, but they wonder if you even care. Hold on. I know what that one's going to say. Hold on. Let me see. They wonder if you care. They think there could be someone else, but they're open to compromise. It says, I miss you. Do you? I want you. And I could be your hero, baby. That's so weird. We got 6688 and then 313. Okay. 2313. So they could be your hero. They're absolutely in love with you, but they're really needing to figure things out, apparently. Okay. It says, you already know. Okay, you could be confident within your feelings, and they think that this is, they think this is true. Okay, it says, I think so. Yes. All right. So they could be navigating their feelings. Curious. Go to bed. She's sick. She's delirious. That could be relevant. Irrelevant. They could be like, is this person all right in the head or something? But so yeah, somebody could be they think that you know what your feelings are, but they're still trying to figure things out. They could be, you know, not wanting to assume, right? Okay, but they're wanting intimate time with you, okay? And they could be, you know, with that curiosity or concern or self-doubt, they could be wondering if this is their ego talking or if this is a true solid foundation or strength. Okay, it says, will you choose me? All right. They could be feeling like they're addicted to you, and they could be, you know, seeking professional advice in certain ways, kind of seeing if this is, you know, a situation that they could really open themselves up to or not, okay? But they want to get you drunk, and they've never imagined so much perfection. So, yeah, somebody could be feeling that their imagination is running wild, and they just need some time to figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, they want to know if you care. They're obsessed with your body, but they're too afraid to talk, okay? They feel that they know you from somewhere. Let me see. They imagine you naked. Okay, this is true. It says yes. Okay. And you have so many choices and options. Okay. They could be feeling that they think that you're thinking the same way, okay? And with that twin flame dynamic, like that's usually what it is, where it's like what one person's feeling, the other one is too. My life started when I met you. We got number 22 right here, and then 1 right here. So they could be feeling, you know, really passionate about moving forward towards this, thinking that you are their everything, okay? And we got 7-7, so, and we have 10-10 right here because the 4 and the 6 equal 10. But they could be, you know, closing out cycles and moving forward intentionally towards a new beginning. They don't want to rush this situation because this love scares them, okay? But you are right about, whatever it is, you know, and they wish, says, I just dream and wish for everything, okay? They could be really wanting things to go right, and they could be getting ready, okay? Let's see. Since this is a part 2, I don't know if I should do another tarot because I already did it, and you can watch the first one, but I feel like this is like just jumping in and, you know, yeah, just jumping in there. That could be how somebody could be feeling, like they're like, I don't know, like I have strong feelings and I have these awarenesses, but I am hesitant to just kind of, you know, jump in with both feet, right? Before feeling like they've been provided the information they need, okay? But at this point, they could be stabilizing themselves and getting ready to move forward with some type of communication or action, all right? And they're creating a balance for themselves, knowing what they're needing to release and, you know, release of and receive of. And they could be really seeing something long-term in this situation, you know, recognizing that this could be a path they could be wanting to devote themselves to. Okay, they could just be feeling like they're, you know, needing to learn more of what it is that they're curious about at this time. They could be feeling like they have a lot of eyes on them as well. Okay, but this is a situation right here that's bringing justice and clarity, balance and truth. Okay. All right, so what do we need to know right now? Ooh. I like how this came out. There we go. And this one and that one. There we go. So yeah, somebody could be, you know, really feeling more secure with what it is that they've built for themselves and created so far. They could be feeling abundant and confident with what they are forming in their own life. And they could be really kind of ready to move forward in a way where they're paying more attention to their inner child and you know, the true emotional expression that they're wanting to move forward towards. So they could have been working on their stability, like physically, but at this point they're wanting to initiate, you know, within what their unspoken emotions are, okay? And they could be looking at things in a much more positive way as they navigate forward into a situation that they could be feeling a little insecure about the outcome. And then we have 91119, okay? So if that's either a number you've been seeing or something that you could look up, it could be relevant, okay? But it's, to me, it's showing that there are, you know, closing out cycles, initiating towards a new beginning, and kind of bringing this to fruition. And then we have 1110. Oh, hold on a second. We got 10, 11, 10 right there. Oh, no way. We got 11, 10, 11, 10 right here. So, la 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 la. Look at that. Anyway, so yeah, somebody could be, you know, knowing that they're leading themselves towards, you know, major shifts and changes, but they could also be recognizing that they will be ascending and elevating as they navigate more intentionally in a way that they feel is divinely guided. Again, they could be feeling supported at this time by outside scenarios, okay? But yeah, somebody could be, really preparing themselves to move forward towards this fulfilling emotional dynamic within their home, their family, and, their own expression, their self-expression. And they could be feeling that they have learned what they needed to in order to lead themselves more intentionally down this path, like I said before, of what they could foresee for their long term. Okay, so 10, 11, 11, wait, 11, 10, 11, 10. If I could read. But yeah, that's crazy. So 111011110. That could even be like somebody's like getting into awareness of the binary coding in their life. They could be turning on certain, or shifting and creating greater truths within themselves, and also recognizing falsehoods. Okay, so what they're recognizing more of what is true and more of what is false, and they could be seeing certain patterns as well that are much more obvious than they had anticipated. Doop doop doo 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 doo. I keep getting reminded of my dream last night, and I'm not going to get all into it or anything, but it was like, let me see, what can I say about it? I don't even think I can say anything about it, but I was like waking up like upset in certain ways. Like it wasn't a bad dream or anything, but it was just like, oh, that was a dream, but it was kind of funny. Anyway, I'm not getting any further into it. But yeah, somebody could be kind of like, recognizing what it is that they're wanting to be true in their life. Okay. We have the World, the Moon, and the Two of Pentacles. No, I'm not gonna say. Shit. Somebody could be hesitating. But yeah, so we have the World. Okay, somebody could have been, really, they could be preparing themselves, knowing that they're moving forward into a brand new beginning. Okay, centering themselves and aligning with this, desired outcome that they're wanting. Okay, they could be, really kind of becoming more aware of subconscious awarenesses or truths and creating a balance within themselves. All right. They could be recognizing that the conflict and the heartbreak that they had gone through was so that they could be having a greater sense of mastery and skill and ability when it came to partnerships and true soul connections. Okay, so it's like somebody could have had to navigate through difficulty in different ways in order to recognize the difference of, what those situations were and what it is that they're wanting to receive of in their life. They could be looking at things in a much more innocent way and wanting to, wanting to present truths that could be informing and guiding others as well. Okay, there's been, some type of major transformation that someone has gone through. And, they could be really recognizing what it is that they formed in their life that they can feel content with and confident within, based on what it is that they are forming and creating. And as they follow their heart, they could be, getting to a much more joyful expression, really seeing how much more uplifted they are as they allow for this true emotional connection to occur. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Somebody could be really recognizing how this reciprocal dynamic energetically could be assisting in, creating and forming and building something larger, where they could have felt like they were going without previously. They're, recognizing what is truly meaningful when it comes to the efforts of others adding into their life, and what it is that they could also be adding into other people's lives. Okay, with the Ace of Cups right here, it's like somebody is let's see. Somebody's really wanting to immerse themselves in the situation, feeling much more fulfilled, okay? It says, for whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst, okay? Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. So yeah, somebody could be really feeling like they are receiving what it is that they are truly desiring of. That could be leading them towards eternal fulfillment, apparently. So yeah, somebody could be wanting to make some type of offer, present some type of offer, and they're moving much more celebratory towards a divinely aligned connection, and really seeing the miracles that could be forming in their life. Okay, and we got we got Justice, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's like somebody is knowing that they are, you know, really content with what it is that they're bringing into their life, physically, how they're going to be moving forward, what type of actions they're meant to be taking, and knowing that they're leading themselves, you know, with faith and hope towards, you know, true wish come true. And we have the King of Swords. Ooh. The King of Swords, the Emperor, and the King of Wands right here. So somebody could be really feeling much more aligned within themselves, what their desires are, the truth is that they have, and they could be ready to assert themselves more intentionally. So weird. I was just going to say that too. We got 1414, but it's also we got 4 in the middle right there. So 141414. What was the card right before it? Let's check. Is it a 4? It's an 8. Anyway, so here, yeah, somebody could be recognizing the synchronicities that are all around them, and they could be, you know, really getting, like, even with the way, you know, somebody could have been pondering, and then they could have, you know, be getting to a greater sense of alignment and truth, and really kind of wanting to bring this forward more intentionally, okay, into their life. You could be anticipating this true alignment after going within and recognizing what is important and walking away from what is, you know, taking away from them. And they could be moving forward towards what it is that they're desiring of, what they could have been holding their position for, and moving forward into the next chapter of their life, recognizing the actual shift and change, okay? We have the Magician and the Two of Swords. So somebody could be, you know, manifesting more intentionally, where they had been recognizing previously they'd been blocking themselves, or kind of like moving forward in a way where they knew that they were facing certain difficult decisions. They could be getting to a greater confidence within the power and the ability that they're wielding. And we get the David and Goliath or whatever. It could be some imposing type of situation that could be intimidating or overwhelming, but somebody could be really knowing the strength and the ability that they have, and being able to stand their ground and move forward intentionally and purposefully towards what they feel would be a true adventure in their life, okay? Well, that's nice. Let's see. Alright, this was a part 2, so this is going extra long. But let's just pull something real quick. Excuse me. Not the whole deck. What's like super relevant right now that we need to know currently? All right. I gotta separate these decks because it's like they're all want to fall out. Okay. There it is. Okay. Es todo. Okay, so something could have been something could have been really kind of antagonizing them previously in certain ways, but at this point they are looking more towards the abundance that they could be creating, okay, instead of feeling insecure or guarded, right? Yeah, somebody could have been isolating themselves, but they could be transmuting their feelings in a way where they're having a greater sense of their emotions and having a greater depth of emotion when it comes to relationships. Somebody could be wanting to move forward towards a new beginning and really kind of listen to what they're meant to be, you know, allowing in. We have A, B, C, D. So yeah, somebody could be wanting to initiate in a way where they are moving forward towards what it is that they're wanting to fight towards, okay, and move, you know, create, like I said, a new beginning. We got soulmates right here. There could be a certain recall that somebody is, you know, having in a certain time, in a certain way that is, they could have felt separate or isolated or, what's it called, out of their element, but at this point they could be, you know, getting to a greater sense of confidence, wanting to be more creative in the situation, and they'd be wanting to bring a greater sense of joy and laughter into the work that they're doing, while recognizing that they're moving in a way that is, you know, home sweet home. We got divine masculine. Somebody could be going through a certain threshold or portal. And we got the world and completion. So new beginnings and endings, okay? But somebody is making progress. They could be assisting others and integrating the awarenesses that they formed when it came to stalemates or difficulty, okay? Somebody could be ready to tell their story. They're recognizing that timing is unpredictable, but everything is now. So they could be, you know, wanting to move forward in a way where they are, you know, paying more attention to the now moment instead of focusing on the past or the future. Somebody could be getting to a greater awareness of the accomplishments that they've formed and having a greater sense of contentment within themselves and their mentality. All right, we got the number 4 and the letters M and O P right here. So somebody could be, you know, moving forward towards a more solid structure. Okay, they could be feeling like God has blessed this situation, and they could be feeling like, you know, they're moving in a much more celebratory way. Okay, we have holiday, retreat, and staycation, right? So somebody could be feeling a lot more alleviated of the stress and focus more on, you know, enjoyment. Okay. The moon. Oop. Oop. This and this one. Shit. Okay. Alright. It's all coming back. No. I'm gonna have random songs popping in my head. So somebody could be either creating new plans or throwing their plans out the window in certain ways, okay? But let's see what we got going over here. Okay, so somebody's been illuminated to the awareness that they're needing to rest more, okay? And they could be going through major transformation where it's needed for them to integrate the new awarenesses and have them be, you know, like how a caterpillar goes into the cocoon. It's not like going out and doing this and doing that. Like, it's staying put for however long until it's able to emerge confidently with this new sense of being. Okay, so somebody could be needing to rest, recover from hardship, get to a greater sense of calm in order to move forward and socialize in the way that they're desiring of, navigating through conflict and making certain decisions and choices that they could be feeling much more adventurous within. Okay, there could be an awareness of equality, okay, that's going on right now. And somebody's wanting to choose their words wisely. They could have had certain delays when it came to their true desired soul expression, but somebody is at this point wanting to be more generous and giving. Okay, they could be presenting some type of dream proposal. They could be releasing themselves from sadness and aligning their chakras. We have E, F, G, H in the number 2. Okay, so somebody could be focused more on partnership and having an elevated and more joyful and happy frequency, and celebrating this awareness. Okay, recognizing that they can feel content within the truth that they have formed for themselves, and they could be getting to a much more comfortable and passionate position, seeing the bigger picture in the situation. Okay, all right, let's just pull these little bits up here. Somebody could be using wisdom when it comes to what it is that they need to release themselves from, and they could be creating change when it comes to the journey that they are on. They're getting to a greater sense of peace and healing, okay, as they're being patient and waiting for the certain shifts, but they are having faith towards a new start. Okay, there could be a message they're wanting to express, double message. They could be wanting to express their truth, and they could be open to miracles, really finished with the previous scenarios, and moving more joyfully. Okay, so somebody could have been feeling unbalanced, but they're maintaining their hope. They know that what they're moving forward towards is a rite of passage, and they could be tuning into the frequency of love. Okay, recognizing time is now. They're opening their heart and connecting. Okay, there could be children in the situation, or a youthful outlook. All right, and somebody could be expecting changes towards a wish come true as they choose intentionally what they feel they've been built for. Okay, what they're passionate about, what they've been restricting themselves from. Okay, they could be aware of the insight that they're receiving, and also like divinely receiving, and how it is that they're going to present this. Okay, we have desert chip right here, so I don't know, take that how it resonates, but I usually, like, when I pick out a desert card or whatever, it's like somebody could have been withholding their emotions, but at this point they could also be moving more intentionally through a situation, and kind of leading themselves into a different environment. We got the number 3 and the letters I, J, K, L. All right, somebody could be embracing the storm. So yeah, like I was saying with the desert, they could have been isolating themselves or restricting their emotions. At this point, they're ready to engage. They could have been needing to go through different levels of growth, but they are moving forward quickly with certain assistance, and they could be having certain news that is bringing greater sense of compassion into the situation. We got greater good and network, so they could feel the recognition of connectivity they're not wanting to lose out on, and they're looking inside, recognizing what type of offer they're wanting to present. Okay, somebody could be knowing they need to focus more on what they're separating themselves from as they move forward towards a more adventurous situation. Okay, somebody could be getting to a more mature state of mind and grounding themselves within the awarenesses that they're forming within a divine feminine. Okay, somebody's no longer depending on the focus of red flags. They know the angels are with them, and they're looking at things in a much more positive way as they navigate through what it is that they've been learning. Okay, they're recognizing they want to do what's best for them, and they're being patient, navigating through conflicts, moving forward towards desired potential that is being unleashed, and closing out cycles and moving forward towards new beginnings, following their heart. Okay, they're paying attention to the signs, and they are clearing negativity. Okay, part 2 is done. Okay, and I'm gonna go take a nap. Hopefully it's helped in some way. And if you're seeing this one and it seems like it's relevant, you didn't see the last one, check it out maybe. But have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, bye.